Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our 2016 Prime Signatures Football Random Player 3-box break. We'll get started in just a couple moments with the buyer randomization. Hope everybody's having a good evening so far on Wednesday. Hopefully your week will, or at least the rest of your week will go quickly. Could someone do me a favor and just put in the chat if you all are able to hear me okay? We'll get started in just a minute. Thanks, Dale. Appreciate that. We'll just give it another minute before it hits 7. Give people another minute to get in the room before we start the buyer randomization. Which break, Dale? All right, well, it's 7 o'clock. We will go ahead and get started with our buyer randomization, just like in all of our breaks. We list everybody in order of the time that they purchased their spots. So in this particular break, TJS Wish bought the first spot, and Echo bought the last spot. So we're going to random the list 5 times, and then we'll match it up against an alphabetical player list from the product. So once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got KPAV 716 on the top. And let's see who we've got at the bottom. And we've got Denier 0 at the bottom. Let's put this in our list over here. Sort this by buyer, that way I don't have to read everybody's name off a bazillion times. All right, go ahead and blow this up a little bit. All right. 1973 Tammy G has Charles Haley. Fourth turn has Kobe Fleener, Donald Driver, Dorial Green Beckham, Greg Jennings, Jared Goff, Jay Cutler, Jim Plunkett, Tyler Eifert, Tyler Lockett, Victor Cruz. 7 Water has Frank Gore. Alphon Farbe has Austin Sefrin Jenkins. Amazonian Wholesale has Crockett Gilmore, Earl Campbell, Kevin White, Marcus Peters, and Terrence Williams. ASCA VUZZ3 has Rod Woodson. Baller 63 has DeMarcus Robinson. BD NCO 26 has Paxton Lynch. Benteru has Braden Cooks. BIA 7138 has Jordan Howard. BRCAH 48 has Antonio Freeman, Garrett Grayson, Greg Olson, Jeremy Cash, Kenley Correa, Lynn Dawson, Mark Chimura, Miles Jack, Wes Welker, and William Perry. Broxton Boxing 8 has Kevin Dodd. Brooksy 1996 has Kenyon Drake. BSBR 7 has Emmanuel Sanders and Shannon Sharp. Bizan 2515 has Alex Smith, Bryce Petty, Curtis Martin, David Cobb, D'Angelo Williams, Devontae Booker, Dwight Clark, Jarvis Landry, Jeremy Macklin, Jim Kelly, Joe Theismann, Randall Cobb, Troy Aikman, and Tyler Irvin. Chief 91 has Jimmy G, Kendall Fuller, Malcolm Mitchell, and Ronnie Lott. CM_KJA has Aeneas Williams, CJ Preuss, Charles Tapper, DeAndre Washington, Heath Miller, Jacoby Brissett, Lamar Miller, Mackenzie Alexander, Trey Madden, and Wendell Smallwood. Coco 37 has Laramie Tunsil. Cole Lynn 51 has Matt Ryan, Michael Thomas, Robert Brooks, and Robert Indikimchi. I never can pronounce that right. Y'all can see it on the screen though. Dalby Dan has Ben Roethlisberger, Deion Branch, Jonathan Bullard, and Nelson Aguero. Deanna Enemy Zero has Anquan Bolden, Blake Bortles, Bradley Roby, Rashad Perryman, Brian Urlacher, Dan Hampton, DeAndre Hopkins, Jeremy Langford, Joe Montana, Kelvin Taylor, Marshall Falk, Melvin Gordon, Russell Wilson, Wilbert Montgomery, and Zach Ertz. DuPont 49 has Ezekiel Elliott, Fred Taylor, Noah Spence, Richard Sherman, and Todd Gurley. DWAGS 20 has Bob Greasy, Cardell Jones, Clinton Portis, Clive Walford, Eric Dickerson, Jerry Rice, Laquan Treadwell, Michael Floyd, Michael Irvin, and Trent Dilfer. ECO has Ashawn Robinson, Byron Marshall, and Von Bell. Egress 311 has Josh Doxson. ELVIR LIR 0 has Paul Horning. Gadget Buff has Jeff Driscoll. Hawk 57 has Drew Brees, Joey Bosa, Kevin Hogan, and Nick Vanette. iLimbs has TJ Yeldon. Israel Scott 2 has Aaron Burbridge, Alex Collins, Allen Robinson, Alshon Jeffrey, Austin Hooper, Charles Sims, Daniel Lasco, Derek Carr, Derek Brooks, Des Bryant, Eric Becker, Isaiah Crowell, Jamal Charles, Jameis Winston, James Harrison, Jay Ajayi, Jeremy Hill, Jerome Bettis, Carlos Williams, Keenan Allen, Kendall Wright, Coney Ely, Lance Briggs, Leonard Williams, Ricky Williams, Rod Smith, Ryan Tannehill, Sammy Coates, Shane Ray, Shaquille Calhoun, and Vic Beasley Jr. Jim 1873 James has Andrew Luck, Chris Conley, Devin Funchess, Eddie Lacy, and Tim Brown. John Eastuck 2012 has Amir Abdullah. KMS Nichols 1107 has Aaron Rodgers. Khalif 2015 has Doug Martin. KPave 716 has AJ Green. Bubba Franks, Christian Hackenberg, Dak Prescott, Daniel Braverman, Devin Smith, Carl Joseph, Larry Zonka, Philip Rivers, and Thurman Thomas. Crowd BR 16 has Antonio Brown, Jaron Reed, Malik Collins, Sua Cravens, and Torrey Holt. KW 2624 has Alan Hearns, Amari Cooper, Andy Dalton, Byron Jones, Case Keenum, Darrell Rivas, Eric Ebron, Kelvin Benjamin, Marcus Mariota, and Stephon Diggs. Loveox has Brandon Coleman, Brett Favre, Carson Palmer, Demarius Thomas, Devin Hester, Julius Thomas, Marquise Colston, Max Williams, Scooby Wright III, and Torrey Williams. M. Helton 1662 has Doug Williams, L.C. Greenwood, and Latavius Murray. Mike's 90-26-52-011 has Hakeem Nicks. Mitch Delarose 0 has Gale Sayers, Jalen Ramsey, Jordan Payton, Justin Hunter, and Warren Moon. Moo 245 has Austin Johnson and Marcus Allen. Mr. Mailer has Roger Craig. Mula Gula has Troy Brown. Pete Kleinfeld has Corey Coleman, DeMarcus Ware, and Steve Young. PSA DNA Autographs has Hines Ward, Kellen Winslow, and Terrell Davis. Rick Weiss 19 has Tyler Boyd. Rocky Hill Doug has Adolphus Washington, Brandon Allen, Danny Woodhead, Eli Manning, Keith Marshall, Colby Listenby, Mike Ditka, Shaq Lawson, Steve Smith Sr., Teddy Bridgewater, and Vincent Jackson. Sam Bone 2004 has Nate Sudfeld. Scout Cow has Icky Woods. Sharpshooter 59 has C.J. Anderson, Edgerrin James, Steve Grogan, and Xavier Howard. South Marcus PA has Aaron Green, Braxton Miller, Darren McFadden, and Will Fuller. Steve Stanel 48 has Kenny Lawler. Stetch 76 has Carson Wentz, Joe Namath, John Elway, and Mike Singletary. TA 77220_6 has Matt Forte, Travis Kelce, and Ty Montgomery. TB Juniors has Josh Ferguson, Kenneth Dixon, Landon Collins, Reggie Wayne, and Sammy Watkins. Terrible Steve K has Leonte Carew, Peyton Manning, Reggie Ragland, Richard Rogers, and Roger Mathis. TGS Wish has Andrew Billings, Cameron Artis Payne, Chris Collinsworth, Dan Fouts, David Johnson, DeForest Butner, Duke Johnson, Jonathan Williams, Jordy Nelson, Justin Hardy, Martavius Bryant, Randy White, Rashad Green, Tajay Sharp, and Tom Brady. The RSP AGIK has Darren Lee. Tri-State 71 has Fred Bolitnikoff. VMAR by Cell has Brandon Doty, Charlie Joyner, Joshua Perry, and Steve Largent. VPHP 44 has James Lofton, Paul Perkins, Vernon Hartgraves III. Wandy 412 has Braylon Addison, Cody Kessler, Connor Cook, Deion Sanders, Derek Henry, Derunya Wilson, Eli Apple, Harold Carmichael, Jalen Strong, Jeff Janis, Jordan Williams, LaDainian Tomlinson, Lawrence Taylor, Nelson Spruce, and Thomas Duarte. Webmart 2012 has Andre Rison, Charles Woodson, Franco Harris, Hunter Henry, Jack Ham, Jamison Crowder, Mike Evans, and Tony Dorsett. Weaveby has Andre Ellington, Jarrell Adams, Kurt Warner, Rashard Higgins, Sterling Shepard, and Trey Waynes. Westmont 0 has Kenny Clark. Willa Richard 62.5 has Andre Reed, Emmanuel Abba, Glenn Gronkowski, and Matthew Stafford. Zombie Kill 1985_9 has Bruce Smith, Matt Jones, and Pharoah Cooper. All right, so now that we went through the list, give me just 1 second to move my chair and we'll get to opening. right. So, got 3 boxes. Yeah, Dale, I'm not sure when we'll get to the Immaculate Collegiate Football. We just reposted that. We had done that break, gosh, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we just reposted it. So I don't think we've sold that many spots in it. It'll probably be a little while before we sell that one out and are able to do it. All right, so here we go, box number 1. So each of these have 1 pack. They have 1 autograph card per pack and 5 other cards. And we ship everything with the break, the auto, and the base, and the inserts. Hopefully, we will pull some big cards. Set these back out of the way a little bit. All right, first card, David Johnson base. Get my sleeves going here. Yeah, Dale, when it sells out, I'll send everybody a message at Spot Spots letting them know the time and date of the break. That way you certainly will not miss out if you bought a spot in it. But I do that before all of our breaks. Next up, Ndamukong Suh base. Let's see, next, Matt Ryan base. Next, Tevin Coleman blue parallel, nifty. That's 47 out of 49. Next up is our insert in the pack. Wow. Julio Jones. I don't know if the light does that justice, but boy, I know I talked a little bit about this during the last break, but the etching on that foil, whatever it is, the effect to get off that is nice. Very sharp. And, oh, alrighty. Derrick Henry and Kenyon Drake, an University of Alabama duel. Very nice hit there. And that is serial numbered 77 of 99. So we will random that at the end of the break between the Henry spot and the Drake spot. Great card though. Some Alabama fan will love that. Yes, Robert, I have all of our breaks that we do. They're all listed in our eBay store. It's Cardboard Lifer Breaks, and you can find anything that we have available is available there. All right, on to box number 2. We started off great. Henry and Drake cards, very nice. Pack number 2. And our first card is Brett Favre base. Next up, Odell Beckham Jr. base. Curtis Martin base. DeAndre Hopkins blue parallel, and that's serial numbered 9 of 49. And then next our insert, Todd Gurley New Wave. Again, Great etching detail on that with the foil board. I mean, if you use foil board, that's how you need to be using it if you're making cards. Oh, and our autograph, Jordan Howard, Indiana University, rookie signature cuts. Great hit there for the Howard spot, and that's serial numbered 195 out of 199. Nice card there for the Howard spot. Actually, we're going to put that in a little bit bigger sleeve. Nice hit there, though. Nice clean signature on that fabric there. Excellent. Well, I have to say, so far I feel like we've done pretty well autograph-wise out of 2 of those boxes. So let's see what we get in our third. Black Swamp, gosh, I would guess it's probably will be close to end of the month by the time that sells out. It sells very steady, but there's quite a few spots in it. So it'll probably, I'm guessing it'll probably be around the end of the month. All right, pack number 3. Card number 1, Larry Fitzgerald. Card number 2, John Elway. Card number 3, Joe Namath. And then next is our Tevin Coleman red proof, red parallel, and that's serial numbered 7 of 149. And then next is our insert, which is Marshawn Lynch sightlines. Again, nice etching on that foil. And wow, all right. And our autograph is rookie signature cuts, Kenyon Drake, University of Alabama. So we pulled 2 Drake autographs, and that's serial numbered 101 out of 199. Great hit for the Drake spot. Just going to get a little bit thicker sleeve for that one. All right. So before we go through the list and see who got which cards, let's do the random for the Henry Drake dual signature. So we're going to go back to our random. It'll take a second to get it set up. And let's see, list randomizer. Let's see, Henry's on top of the card, so he's going to be listed first. We're going to hit the random 3 times. Whichever player is on top after we've hit it 3 times, that is the spot that will get the card. All right. So once, twice, and lucky number 3. And the Derrick Henry spot gets the card. All right. Fantastic. So let's go back through and see who gets what. Now as we go through the list, I'll go ahead and tell you some of the base cards will not be on the list because I did not want to sell spots for cards that didn't, or spots for players that didn't have autographs in the product. So there will be some base cards that aren't in the list, and we'll just random those. We'll bring the list back in, hit it 3 times, and whoever's listed at the top will get that card. But they won't be in our list because, again, I didn't want to sell spots for players that didn't have actual signatures in the product. That seemed not cool. All right, so we'll start with the Derrick Henry Drake, Kenyon Drake duel. We'll go to the Derrick Henry spot. And that would be Wandy 412. Congrats. It's a great hit. And then next are Kenyon Drake Rookie Signatures Cuts. Very nice card as well. And that goes to Brooksy 1996. And then our Jordan Howard Rookie Signatures Cut goes to BIA 7138. Congrats, that's pretty awesome. It's our Todd Gurley New Wave insert goes to DuPont 49. Our DeAndre Hopkins Blue Proof, number to 49, goes to Dania Mimia 0. Sorry, I know I mispronounced that. Our Curtis Martin base goes to Bizan 2515. Our Odell Beckham is not in the list, so we'll random that. Our Brett Favre, is he on here? Goes to Lovox. Our Julio Jones is not on the list because he hates signing, so we'll random that card off. Should have known he wouldn't be on an autograph list for a football trading card product. Let's see, Tevin Coleman, not on the list. Matt Ryan, Colin 51, congrats. Ndamukong Suh, not on the list. He would probably try to eat the ink pen if someone asked him to sign. David Johnson, TGS Wish, congrats. Our Marshawn Lynch Sightlines insert, pretty sure he's not on this list. And surprise, surprise, he's not. Our Tevin Coleman Proof, thought we just looked him up, not on the list. Joe Namath, don't think he's on the list. Oh, he is. CJEC 76, congrats on that. John Elway goes to CJEC 76 as well. What are the odds of that? Get two of the base, and then Larry Fitzgerald, not on the list either. So we've got a handful of cards that are not on the list because, again, they didn't have autographs. So we'll go through and random those off quickly. Or maybe not so quickly, but as quickly as I can go without messing up. Remember, kids, safety first. You don't want to have some heinous box break randomization errors. Okay, so we've got everybody's list. And actually, I hope everyone is not too offended. I'm going to change this up a little bit because I don't want to keep you on the video for 2 hours while I random off 10 cards. We have 7 cards. So I'm going to hit the randomizer 3 times, and the top 7 spots in the list will get the cards in order that they're in this stack, and we'll go through them as soon as the list is randomized. Does that seem fair? Hopefully everyone's not too offended. They're just base cards for the most part. There's one insert, but it seems like the simplest way of doing this without being on here till midnight. I'm not seeing any opposition in the chat, so that's what we're going to do. So once, twice, and lucky number 3. Okay. So our first, trying to refresh my screen here. Okay, so our Larry Fitzgerald goes to Moo 24-5. Our Tevin Coleman Red Proof goes to Kiwi 26-24. Our Marshawn Lynch Sightlines insert goes to Hawk 57. Our Indomica Sue base goes to Fourth Turn. Our Tevin Coleman Blue Proof goes to Webmart 12. Our Julio Jones Sightlines goes to Dania Emily 0. And our Odell Beckham Jr. goes to TGS Wish. And I'll put that list back up so everybody can see it. So we've got Moo 24-5, Kiwi, Hawk, Fourth Turn, Webmart, the name I never can pronounce, and TGS Wish. Let's go back and take a peek at the big cards real quick before we go. Just to summarize, that was in box 1, our Derrick Henry, Kenyon Drake dual signature. Nice University of Alabama card there. That goes to the Derrick Henry spot. And then our Jordan Howard rookie signature cuts. Nice card there. And then our Kenyon Drake rookie signature cuts. I have to say, from an autograph perspective, these boxes were pretty darn nice. I think anybody that's done anything with these, seen breaks with these, they could have been, not quite as good. So I think we did pretty well with that. And then the rest of our cards are, we had our Gurley New Wave insert, Sightlines Julio Jones, Sightlines Marshawn Lynch, and then a blue proof parallel of DeAndre Hopkins, red proof Tevin Coleman, and then a blue proof Tevin Coleman. And then the base that we got was John Elway, Joe Namath, David Johnson, Matt Ryan, Brett Favre, Curtis Martin, Odell Beckham Jr., Larry Fitzgerald, and Indomica Sue. All right, so that does it for our break this evening. Thanks everybody that bought spots. We certainly appreciate it, and we appreciate your patience while we waited for this to get filled. I know our breaks are a little different, and because of that, they take a little bit longer to get filled, but we certainly appreciate your all's patience in allowing us to get it sold out and bringing the break to everybody. And we'll get these cards shipped out to all the winners in the next couple of days, and hope everybody has a great rest of your evening.